Thanks for watching. I have got a video that I've gotten quite a few requests on, and it's how I use multiple planners. And it's really not as hard as you might think or necessarily as confusing. It just depends on how your mind works and what you have going on in your life. So I have found that I really, without having to have a huge overstuffed binder, I can't really get everything into one because my brain needs to have certain things in certain places. This here is my main brain. This is the mothership, the sun to my other satellites. That sounds so crazy. Oh my gosh, my daughter's patting me on the head. This is my main planner, and there'll be things in here that I will add to the other planners, or I will have notes in here to refer me to the others to do something. But this is the main one that has most everything in it. This is my main brain. So this has, and I've given a walkthrough, but this is my main. It has all the things that I want to track, all of the daily to-dos, but it may not have a lot of detail in it. This is my week this week, and I know I'm not going to really be doing decorating for this, any videos anyway, because I just decorate it all at once and then I just go through because it's just too much for me to do it every day. So I'll have things here to refer me to the other planners, but the other planners don't necessarily refer me back to here. This is the main thing. This is the sun. And the other ones are the planets or the moons or whatever you want to call them. So anyway, this you've seen before, and I'm just gonna close this back up. And I have a video I just did showing how I use the DIY fish inserts if you're interested in that. My next main planner is my Kate Spade. I bought this because I'm just in love with it. And it's not set up yet. I'm not going to break into it and give anybody a peek. Well, maybe just a peek, because that's mean. It's not set up though. It looks very basic. There's nothing in here yet. And I use this as a fitness and food journal. And I've just started using it that way because it doesn't completely work for me to have my meals and stuff in an app. I need to write it down. That just makes it real for me. And I haven't changed anything. And unfortunately, there was some transfer of the gold dots onto the flyleaf. Shame on y'all, Kate Spade. So yeah, me and my typical sarcasm. Return it to Anita. If you find it, call me quickly. So that's what I'm using this for. And what may happen is that I may use a different planner and then just rotate out of my Malden and into here because I love this. And this is the latest 2015 version. Not like the ones that people are so enamored of with dots on the linen, but I don't really care. It works great for me and I don't know any different. And I love it. I love this. So this is my food and fitness journal. Next, everyone has seen my Erin Condren. I started out using this for everything, but I never really used it for everything because the way it's laid out, I just didn't have room. And I haven't done anything yet this week because it's Monday and I just haven't done anything yet. Yeah, this was a busy week. I didn't do anything in here this week. I lived in my main planner, my Malden. But this was last week, and it was more, I use this more for home management to keep up with what needs to be done at home, what the kids need to do at home. School holidays are in here. This planner is always laying around where the kids can refer to it. They can check the weather. If there's a concert at school or any function at school, it's in here. So this is my home planner and I need to work on this week. I have not done that yet. So I'm just going to fold this page back and do that when I'm done with this video. My next planner is a work planner. It's an A5 domino Filofax and it's hot pink, as you can see, and it got some sparklies on it and it won't come off and I don't want to scratch it. I love this thing, but I'm more in love with the Malden. So this one may end up being a storage binder, but for now, I use it for business. I have an Etsy shop, and then I have another business. I'm also a network marketer. So I use that for these two things, and I'm not breaking into this one, but that's how I use this. I may do a flip through of my dividers once I have done new dividers, because I'm not in love with the dividers I did. This was like the first set I ever did, and just to give you a peek at that, I think it's in my walkthrough video, but yeah, this is my first attempt at dividers, and I have vastly improved my process since then. So yeah, anyway, like I said, this one is for business. And then finally, this little baby. So I don't really use the calendar. I may make a note of when I go to the post office. That's the main thing that I may jot down in here. And I will probably, let me just peek. I think there's a monthly calendar up there. Yeah, which I don't use. And in the back, there are address pages, which I'm not going to go back there because that's all personal on both sides of it. But I got this more so just to see if I like using a pocket-sized planner as a wallet. That was my whole motivation. And I've got this little notepad in the back. This was never used, and yeah, I like it so far, but obviously my dividers don't fit right. Yeah, but they're cute, so that's why I haven't moved them yet. I just haven't made it a priority. I like my dividers. Look, that one. Let me see what's here. And that one. I'm so silly. And I can just show you the top of this one. I can't show you the back side. So anyway, I do like this as a wallet, but I think I am going to get a pocket Malden. That way I have some place to put money, like bills and change, because in here, there are slots for cards, but if you have change, there's nowhere to put it. And sometimes I do have leftover change, and I like to stick it somewhere other than my pocket because I don't like that jingly thing going on. So that's it. This is a wallet. It's not really a planner per se. Just jot things down, and I will have addresses in here. This one, A5 hot pink domino, is for business. All business in here. There's nothing personal in here. My Kate Spade, and I think it's a Wellesley, or that's how I say it. I don't know if it's right or wrong, and that's what I'm going with. This Kate Spade Wellesley in black I use for my fitness and food journal. And my main brain, my personal ochre Malden, and that's a Filofax. And then for keeping track of the kiddos and all the things going on at home is my Erin Condren. And I got my Fly Lady stuff in here. I will do a new video showing you how I'm using it now because I think it's all the way where it's going to go. Unless I come up with something new, it's where I want it to be. I just need to get into the Fly Lady. I'm not flying, y'all. I guess I haven't gotten ready enough to leave the nest. So that is it. That's how I use these 5 planners. If anything, I may go down to 4, but I may not because, you know, my brain here doesn't always leave the house. It depends on where I'm going and what I'm doing. But this one pretty much always does leave the house. So I don't know. I may go down to 4. I may not. But I think I will always for sure have these 3. These 2 here are optional. We'll see. But yeah, I will rotate. All my favorite planners that I love are personal size, so I can rotate, just move inserts into something else. And I have a couple other personal size planners. I'll do a collection video one day. But yes, I have a very small collection, but I love it. So that's it, and I hope this was helpful, and I hope it I hope you got something out of it other than to satisfy your curiosity. I guess like what I'm saying is, depending on how your brain works, it could do you good to have your things in separate places. And I've got these planners because I like them, and I said, oh, I can use this for this, so I can just look at it every day instead of just sometimes. So I think it's wonderful. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great week.